Good morning. It's a Friday, and another work week is under our belt. It's been quite a week, hasn't it? I'm going to check my sound level here. If you give me just a moment, just to make sure that you can hear all this wisdom pouring out of me. There we go. I think we're fine. I've been getting a lot of requests for tarot readings. There seems to be a great deal of turmoil and uncertainty in the world, and that usually encourages people to at least want to kind of take a look behind the scenes with various questions. And so I've been I do what I can. I do read tarot cards, and I the way I use tarot cards as a tarot consultant, I guess I would call myself, uh, might not be exactly what people expect from a fortune teller. Okay. Uh, very often, people just want somebody to tell them what to think. And God knows I don't know what to think. So I'm in no position to tell you what to think or presume to be in touch with supernatural forces that are looking into your future. But I do place a lot of confidence in the potential efficacy of oracles. And my sessions with people are more or less getting together with them just long enough for me to more or less get them to come to the realization of what their question really is. And when we get to that point, they pretty much also know the answer. Many years ago, tw 20 years ago, okay, I wrote this little book for Weiser called The Book of Ordinary Oracles, which looks cutesy and looks like kind of a book that you would put in a novelty shop or a gift shop or something like that. Very unthreatening looking. But looks can be deceiving, and it is about the most serious commentary I can make on oracles, and give an example how you can turn most any household item into the tool or the oracular voice, and you don't have to. Well, as long as you adhere to what I call as the seven secrets of fortune telling. And I'm only going to share one with you today because when I ask the oracle which one I should go to as an example, what I think perhaps many of you need to hear today, and maybe not. I opened it up to the thumbnail page because each page has a little thumbnail oracle there. And it just simply said, better have a sense of humor. Now, I believe it was reading my unspoken, unacknowledged question or issue. because these are very unsettling times, and we often can lose sight of the fact that we all do live just in a now, from moment to moment, and it's good to be cautious. It's good to be forearmed for what may come to us in life, but it's also wise to focus on what is happening right now. I wrote a song once, and one of the lines is, "You'll never be happier than you can make yourself right now." And I saw a cartoon of Pooh and Christopher Robin, or Pooh and Eeyore or something, saying people are unhappy because they look for happiness in the future, when they should look for it now, when they should recognize it now. Anyway, keeping that oracle in mind, I'm going to share just a couple paragraphs from just two parts of those 7 secrets of fortune telling. Here they are. 1, you're more psychic than you think. 2, you are the oracle. Number 3, there is no future, only the great now. 4, the oracle is a superior intelligence. 5, the oracle is always right. 6, the question is more important than the answer. 7, oracles work because they're perfect. Okay. To many of us, to many of my generation, those who grew up in the last millennium, my God, I was born not only in the last millennium, the last century, I was born in the first half of the last century of the last millennium. Jesus. Okay. So don't listen to me. I'm old. I grew up when there was only 3 television networks. And the nightly news was 15 minutes. But it was Walter Cronkite and Edward R. Murrow. In the last 30 years, now I can say in the last 50 years, okay, I've talked to hundreds of people who consult oracles. Many are professional tarot readers. Others simply read the cards, cast the runes, or consult the I Ching for their friends and acquaintances. Almost without exception, these professional and amateur seers tell me that it's difficult, if not impossible, to get a satisfactory answer when the question concerns them. Is this ringing a bell? The reason that we're so good at consulting oracles for others is that when we're detached from the question and the questioner, we become a perfect little reflection of the all-knowing yet incompletely disinterested oracular deity. Completely disinterested oracular deity. When we're detached, we're free to be cavalier and indifferent, just like the oracular deity. We're free to be ruthless and rude, just like the oracular deity. Our disinterest creates a mirror. The more disinterested we are, the clearer the mirror's surface becomes. It's easy to hold the mirror before somebody else's face and tell them, well, there it is. That's the way it is, you poor bastard. Take it or leave it. However, the mirror of indifference becomes very cloudy when the question concerns you, and the poor bastard is you. To overcome this handicap, you must first come to the full realization that the oracle is you, and that you are a far greater intelligence than you ever imagined possible. The next thing you must understand concerns the nature of time itself. Okay. And that goes on to the secret number 2, which is there is no future, only the great now. Let's see, I've shared that part with you. Okay, this is the one. The oracle on the side says, who cares if it's right or wrong? It'll be an adventure. This is the one I wanted to share. The oracle is always right. Like it or not, you must start with the irrational supposition that the oracle actually works, and that it gives accurate answers 100% of the time. If you're unable to make this assumption, you may as well believe that the oracle never gives accurate answers and forget about divination altogether. If, after the fact, the oracle's answer doesn't seem to agree with your observations, you must then be willing to blame the inconsistencies upon your interpretation of the answer, and seek through analysis and meditation to resolve the seeming contradictions. I won't lie to you, it's very often very difficult, if not impossible, to get an understandable answer from an oracle. That doesn't mean, however, that you haven't received the answer. And unless you can maintain your respect for the oracle's wisdom, even after it gives you an inscrutable response, you are in danger of severing your connection with the supreme intelligence. Put yourself in the supreme intelligence's place. Would you really want to continue a relationship with some moron who repeatedly pounds on your celestial door and demands that you answer his or her questions? Time and time again, you answer the door and give the poor idiot the best and most truthful answer you can. And time again, he or she slams the door in your face and says, that doesn't make any sense. I guess the superior intelligence isn't home today. Face it. You're the one who's not on top of the situation. Otherwise, you wouldn't be turning to an oracle for answers. There's one thing that makes the interpretation process easier, and that, in fact, is the central secret of all divination, that the question itself is the answer. And that goes on with the question is more important than the answer. And but I'm not going to go into that today. Well, I guess that's all I wanted to share with you today. I'll see you tomorrow for Saturday morning cartoons. And until then, take the rest of it. Start your weekend right now. Do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. Love is the law. Love under will.